believe it's perfect. So you just admit you don't have a perfect Quran.
Yeah, what's wrong with admitting that we don't have a perfect Quran?
Oh, so you do admit that, because when I said
I admit
earlier,
that. The Sunnis also say this. The Sunnis believe there's missing Quranic verses.
I agree with you.
Sunni Muslim, we were always taught it was perfect. That's what I was taught.
No, you didn't. You didn't read the missing verse about stoning and.
No, we agree with you that the Sunni sources say the Quran is corrupt, missing parts. But Sunnis are taught, and we can play them, the Quran is perfect, every jot, every tittle, nothing missing, perfectly preserved, unlike the Bible corrupt. Okay. But you are Muslims and saying, no, there's no perfect Quran. But then earlier I just said that. I said, so
the only thing perfect is the message of the Quran, which is the message of God to humanity. We don't believe the book is perfect because, firstly, the chapters and some might even say the verses are not in order. That's one thing. What's this on the screen?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry.
But yeah, we don't believe the Quran is perfect.
You're talking about hafs. We're not talking about chapters and verses. We're talking about the hafs reading of the message. Is the message that you find transmitted by hafs perfect?
Well, I'm not knowledgeable.
We all we know is, or I don't know about just a layman, but all I know is that there are many nuances to tahrif, distortion, right? What our imams have told us, right? I don't know if you'll accept this, but what our imams have told us is that whatever we have, follow that. If you have questions, ask us. That's why many of our imams give us interpretations of certain verses, right? For example, in Surah Zukhruf, Ayah 4, we believe that this verse refers to a revered figure rather than simply being a noun, right? But we still follow what we have.
Yeah, I agree. You follow what you have because you have no choice but to follow it. But what you have, you don't believe is perfect. That's what I was trying to get at earlier, and you just finally admitted it.
Well, I said this earlier. I mean, I thought I told this to you earlier. There are many nuances.
If I could just say one thing, you guys, I just want to say that I have a friend. His name is Andrew. His name wasn't Andrew before. It was Ahmed. But he was just like you guys, and he was such a zealous Muslim, and his father was an imam, and he was like, yeah, awesome Islam. And then his father married another woman. See, his father was married just to his mother, and then he saw his father marry another woman along with his mother, and he saw how it destroyed his mother.
Yep.
And when he saw how it destroyed his mother, he thought, Allah couldn't possibly want to do this to my mother.
That's wrong.
But I'm just telling you what he said. Yeah, he said, I can't believe that Allah would allow this to happen to my mother. You know, that Allah did. And so, you know what he started doing? He started saying, you know what? I think we just don't understand Allah's word. So he started studying. He closed himself off for like 6 months in a room with books, every book. He wanted to find out, did Allah really say this? And he found out at the end, you know what? Allah did say this. And you know what he did? He left Islam. And he's warning other people against Islam because of it. And so you're saying this stuff, this unbelievable. I don't believe the stuff you guys are saying about your own daughters, about your own sisters. I don't believe you're saying this kind of crap, you know. But, you know, you say this now because, you know, your book makes you say it. But if it was ever to happen to you, you're going to find out how devastating these teachings are.
I am not agree with you. They admitted they will allow that to their sister. They do not care about their own family. That is what the Quran teaching, hate and sex. No. That is all about Quran, hate and sex.
No. In fact, that's what I want to ask you guys. What do you believe about Aisha's age? How old was she when Muhammad married her?
I take the historical standpoint that she was around 17 through 21.
Okay, because that's what I expected. The Shia go with a different age. But now in chapter 65, verse 4, how do you get around the fact? In your Quran, 65, verse 4, it's talking about divorce and the iddah, the waiting period. And there you're given scenarios of women who are old, menopause, who don't have periods, how long is their waiting period to remarry? 3 months. And then it talks about girls who haven't had their periods yet. They've been divorced. How long should they wait? And it says 3 months. So in this ayah of the Quran, even if you want to say Aisha 17, you're still left with your Quran allowing Muslim men to marry pre-pubescent, premature minors who haven't had their periods.
Yeah, that's the ruling, but we don't believe that they can consummate them in marriage.
Then you didn't follow the verse, because the verse says the idda, the waiting period of such a young girl, is 3 months, where in 33:49 says if there's no consummation, there is no idda for the girl. So you're not paying attention to the verse.
Now you're trying to derive fiqh rulings.
No, read it. This is about the idda, the waiting period for a divorced woman. And then 33:49 says the woman who hasn't consummated sex, there is no waiting period. It's not a fiqh ruling. I'm reading the plain meaning of the verses. It's in front of you. 33:49, 65:4. Read 33:49. Is there any idda waiting period for the woman hasn't consummated marriage? Read it for him. 33:49.
Okay, if you're talking that way, then no. As far as I know, I don't know. I could also refer to the scholar that I follow.
Here's what it says. Oh, believers, if you marry a believing woman and then divorce them before you touch them, they will have no waiting period for you to count. Give them a suitable compensation and let them go graciously.
Okay, so there's no waiting period for a woman you haven't touched sexually. But now go back to 65, verse 4.
And in the Arabic, it's the word iddah. It is the same word, iddah. So
65, verse 4.
Okay. And for women past the age of menstruation, in case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months. And those who have not menstruated as well.
Okay, so did you catch it? The ayah is talking about you got women who are old who have no more periods. How long should they wait if they're divorced? 3 months. What about those who haven't menstruated yet? They too wait 3 months. Well, the only women who do not menstruate yet are premature, prepubescent minors. So your religion allows you to marry premature minors, prepubescent minors, and have sex with them and divorce them that someone else can marry them.
No, now you're slandering. That's what I was trying to correct you earlier. We can marry them, but we can't consummate them.
You're not listening. There is no waiting period for the young girl that you haven't consummated marriage with. And it's
waiting period. No.
Can you reread 33:49 for
listen,
our friend?
You can show these verses all you want, but I follow the marja that I follow, Sayyid Sistani. He gives a clear ruling on the various waiting periods.
Goes against the Quran. Okay.
No, it's not going against the Quran.
Yes, it is. 65 verse 4. Friend, what do you not see? 33:49 says there is no waiting period for the woman you haven't consummated marriage with. And 65:4 is talking about those women who have been divorced. What is their waiting period? Meaning they have been touched sexually. I mean, what do you not see? You can give me Sistani and Merawani. I'm giving you the Quran.
I don't know what context this verse is being revealed in. I don't know.
Okay, well, read verses 1
what our Imam said about this either. We have to go into
we don't just read verses before and after. That doesn't. I'm literally commentary.
Go to Kulaini Kafi. Read them. Give me their commentary on this. I want to see.
Kulaini in Al-Kafi.
I can go to Tafsir Qummi if you would.
Okay, go open it up for me. Read it for me. See what he says about verse 4. Read it and show us the link so we can see it for ourselves as well. By the way, Emmanuel, let me know sometime in February to bring you on to share your testimony.
Emmanuel is a sinner.
Say it again. I can't hear you.
I said Emmanuel is a sinner.
Yeah, it is. So we all are. He needs to learn how to speak. I'm just kidding. Okay, he's going to read Tafsir Qumi for us on 65.4. Who's Shah Sayyid, this guy? Who's this guy? Is he a Sunni?
He's not as, I think he's a Sunni. But.
Oh, okay. Well, no, we don't want the Sunnis and the Shias to go at it. Let's just stick with the Shia for now, and then we can talk to him later. Yeah, just hold on, because I don't want him and the Shia to go at it. You got a Sunni, and then they're going to go at it.
Oh, don't worry, we won't.
No, I'm worried about him starting a debate. We don't want to debate. This is not for Sunni and Shia to debate. We can talk to him when we're done here.
Shah, are you a Sunni or a Shiite?
He's a Sunni. Most of the Shahs, they're mostly Sunni.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, well, he can come on when they're done. Whenever they want to finish, we'll bring him on. We'll talk to him, because then we can go to Bukhari and Muslim, and he can't reject them.
Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure me and Alamdar, we're in the similar time zone, so we might leave soon.
Okay, whenever you guys need to go and come back.
Yeah, are you guys having the same? Are you guys gonna do the same thing tomorrow night? Inshallah.
God willing.
God willing.
God willing.
Yeah, thank you guys for being good hosts. We really appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah,
guys.
I don't want to leave you hanging or anything, but I was looking through Tafsir Qummi, but they didn't have a commentary on the verse.
Okay.
But if I find something else.
Okay, I know you're gonna fear Allah. Come back tomorrow. See, because I know you're not gonna lie. You're gonna go find me a commentary on 65.4. You're gonna bring the link to us tomorrow, God willing, and shut up. We're gonna see if they agree. These are prepubescent girls who've had sex, which is why they have to have a waiting period, because the Quran is clear. There is no waiting period for those women that you haven't had sex with. So get it for us tomorrow, God willing. We'll be here. Inshallah.
All right. Me and Alamdar, we will try our best.
All right, guys.
I will always be here. I will also be here tomorrow.
All right, inshallah, we'll see you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for being good hosts. I honestly appreciate the hospitality. May God bless all of you guys. May whatever deity you worship bless you guys. Jazakallah khairan. Barakallah fiikum.
All right. May the Lord Jesus guide you. Take care, guys.
You guys have a good night.
All right.